Welcome to Proposal Buster, an intuitive approach to developing multi-sector proposals using drop-down menus. Proposal Buster gives you the benefit of tried and tested specialist content for relief, development and disaster risk reduction proposals covering all sectors. Rapid proposal drafting will allow you more time to contextualize your project, innovate and make it a winner. Proposal Buster is aimed at saving your organization thousands of dollars in time reinventing the wheel and on consultancy fees. For the returning user, you'll find this edition gives you improved content and streamlined user interface. I think you'll find the gains impressive. By watching this video, you're going to learn how to tap into 15 years of NGO experience in just 10 minutes. I think you'll find that kind of return on your time investment hard to beat. So let's get started. First, you're going to open your file that you downloaded from the NGO App Warehouse website. The home page looks like this. On opening the file, you're likely to be given some kind of macro security warning that looks something like this. Now, depending on the edition, it will change a little bit. But ultimately, it's going to look something like this, and you must enable the content for the app to work. Your opening page of the app will look like this. You're going to select the Proposal Buster icon, which will take you to the Proposal Buster menu. Just wait a few seconds while it processes the database, and you'll come to this page. Here we have 3 categories of drop-down menu to choose from. The first 2 are optional, but they're going to help narrow your content search so you get a more focused content. The first menu is what I call the primary programming approach. It's pretty easy to understand. Simply select whether your proposal falls within the development, disaster risk reduction or emergency response category. For this example I'm going to work on for this demonstration video, I'm going to choose emergency response. If I wanted, I could further narrow down the search by using the secondary programming approach, by selecting either advocacy or non-food items. But I'm not going to do that, as this is rather specialized and not what I want for this proposal example. As we use the filters from the 2 optional ones above, it's going to help to start limiting the range of subsectors available for the selection by sector below. For this example, I am going to work through a WASH proposal, and we could either go for an all-out general WASH proposal by selecting this option, or we can narrow down the search by selecting one of the subsectors. I'm going to start with water supply. Now it's important to note that you only select one subsector at a time, but you can choose as many as you like within a proposal. You just toggle backwards and forwards and build your proposal up subsector by subsector. From here, I click Generate Report. We're now going to work through the below list of 137 options and select out those we think are most suited for our proposal in relation to the situation we are facing. So here you can see we have water supply, development, protection and rehabilitation. And on seeing the statement that we like, we simply select from the drop-down menu to the side here which statements we want to select into the proposal. So as we are developing a proposal, you're going to select the proposal option. The other options, response DRR, response and DRR, are in relation to these other products which are mentioned above, but these are not the aim for this tutorial, so let's just stick with the proposal option. So we start with goals, and as you can see here, I've already selected in this one to save lives through supporting delivery of essential life-saving services, because maybe we want to do a multidisciplinary proposal beyond just WASH. But there's another option here which is more focused towards WASH. I've selected both of them because I think we might choose something from each, or depending on how the proposal works out, we might choose one or the other. So having started with goals, we progressively move through goal indicators, outcomes, outcome indicators, and as you can see, I've already pre-selected a bunch of options for the sake of saving time. So you can see here, it's all the pretty typical content areas for a proposal. Once we have finished working through our narrative, we move on to the budgeting side of things. So this gives us a list of water supply inputs, administrative and personnel requirements that we might consider to be required with a water supply type subsector. Simply select yes against those line items you would like to include in your proposal, pretty much in relation to the narrative we've just selected. At any point in time, we can see our choices to date by clicking click to see your choices, this little button up here. So here we can see a summary of all of the choices that we've selected into the proposal so far, and we could follow the same process for the narrative. To return, click to return to your default selection. So now we are happy with the water supply, we can return to our proposal buster menu. Once again, I'm going to select emergency response from the drop-down menu. And then I'm going to choose to add hygiene promotion to the wash sector proposal and click generate report, where I'm going to repeat the same process as with the water supply section. Now it's worth pointing out here that this tool is only as good as the content that's included. If you see inclusion errors or content that could be improved or content that needs to be added, then include your comment in the column here and return this email address. Return this to the email address given here for inclusion in the next edition. So once again, I've pre-selected a range of hygiene-related content going through all of the different proposal subsections, and I move on to the budget, which again is going to select out for us a range of hygiene inputs, administration and personnel requirements that we might like to select into the program. And for this proposal, I am just going to do a 2 subsector proposal under WASH, but I could go backwards and forwards and create as many and include as many sectors and subsections as I like. So once it's complete, I click this little tick above here, and congratulations, you've now formulated the basic content of your proposal. Your job is to add, refine and contextualize your proposal to the specific situation and make it a winner. Now simply follow the instructions given above. Firstly, I'm going to click to see my narrative choices by pressing that button, and this is going to select out for me all of the proposal selections from the drop-down menu here. Now I would go subsection by subsection. Let's just include in the goals and goal indicators, copy and paste using this option. And if I want to convert this table into straight text, I select here and go to Layout, Convert to Text, OK, and this is going to create the table into plain text, which you can place within your donor content or simply start a proposal from scratch, as I've done here. Now once you've gone through all your sections and done this, you return back to the tool and follow the instructions for the budgeting. Now for this, you're going to simply copy and paste your selection into another Excel spreadsheet or within your donor format. And once we've done that, let's return back to our congratulation page, and this concludes a quick run through on how to use Proposal Buster, a unique approach to developing proposals and a unique insight into all the ingredients that make up our humanitarian work. Now don't forget to always check the website for the latest version of the app, as well as a full range of other Buster products that you might be interested in. Your contribution to the content will help keep this innovative approach rushing forward towards revolutionizing the humanitarian industry. Together we can.